Welcome back to another Bryanston School IB 2025 Onshape tutorial modelling the Sheen light. We've got Onshape loaded up. Let's open up our Sheen document, and there's the model from the last tutorial. Let's turn the origin back on so that we can see it along with the top, front and right work planes. Now it's not just work planes in the origin that we can hide parts as well, and we're not going to use the lens holder for this tutorial, so let's hide that just to make things a little bit easier. Now at the moment, the way these parts are modelled, they wouldn't hold together. There's a couple of problems. Number one, there's no location for them, and number two, the legs would actually interfere with the head. By that, let me show you what I mean. If I hide the head, you can see we've got this little lump here on the legs, but if I hide the legs and bring back the head, there isn't a matching lump there. So we need to make sure that it can locate. And we're going to put a pin in there as well, which will make location a bit easier. So let's just stick with the head at the moment. We're going to create a new sketch on the top work plane. So hover over the top work plane till it highlights the edges orange, right click, left click new sketch, press N to view onto the work plane. And all we're simply going to do is create a center point circle on the origin. So left click to place the center, left click to place the circumference, and then we'll dimension this. So using the dimension tool, left click to place, type in 10 because we want this to be 10 millimeters. And we're just going to use this to create a hole in the bottom of the head. So I'm going to extrude, I'm going to remove, and you can see it doesn't quite hit it. So I'm going to change this blind condition until it says through all, and the merge scope is just the head. Now we could merge this with the legs as well. We don't want to do that though, so it's just going to be through the head. And you can see the preview, there's the hole there. Left click to say that we're happy with that. Right, let's show the legs again, and you can now see how that lump is sticking through part of our model. So we want to remove that lump. So we're going to do a Boolean operation. So this is the Boolean tool here, and this we can use to intersect, subtract, or union or join together different parts into one. We want to make sure the Keep Tools box is ticked on this, and we're going to do a subtraction. The tool is going to be the legs. We're going to use the legs to remove a bit of the head. So the target is the head, and we want to keep the tool. Let's turn keep the tool off and left click. You can see that the legs have disappeared, but we've got that little slot cut into the head for it to locate to. We want to keep the legs, we don't want to lose the legs. So let's right click on Boolean number 1, edit that, and left click on keep tools. And now you can see that we've still got the legs there, but if we hide the legs, we've got the cutout in the head. So let's turn that back on. So that's the first thing. We've got our location hole, we've got the location cutout in the head. Let's now put in a pin that we can add to the legs. This really is just to demonstrate how we can edit parts afterwards, and how we can use the Part Studio to help us with parts that are going to assemble together. So again, I'm going to right click on the top work plane, new sketch, press N to view normal to. Doesn't matter the orientation as long as we're looking down. I'm going to draw a circle again, and in fact let's not do it that way, let's do it a slightly different way. If we come over to here and look at the views, this is a view menu. We can use it to look at different views of different parts and viewing them in different ways. If we go to translucent, we can see through the whole of the model, and instead of using the circle tool, I'm going to use the offset tool. So I'm going to zoom in. This is the hole that we've got in the head. I'm going to left click on there. I'm going to drag that arrow so it's on the inside. So I've exaggerated it. Left click out of the way, and I'm going to change that to 0.1. So 0.1 of a millimetre. So it's just inside. If we zoom in, you can see there's the gap, and that then is drawn up there, but we can play around with the settings when we extrude just to make that a small pin. So I'm just going to go back and change the view so that we're not translucent. We're in our sort of default shaded with edges, so you can see what's going on. So I'm going to extrude that. You can see it going in the wrong direction, so let's change the direction, and I'm going to put some sizes in there that might not seem to make sense straight away, but hopefully they will as we play around with it. So keep an eye on what goes on over here. I'm going to change the depth to 35. So that now merges with our legs. It moves into our legs. Or it gets close to it. I'm going to change that to up to part. So go from blind up to part, and now we know that that is going to go to the legs, but I need to say what part. So left click on there, go to the part. Now I know, without having to guess distances, what that does. So that's joining onto that part, but that's going to be stuck up in the middle of our head. We're not going to get a bulb in there, so we're going to click on second end position, and I'm going to change the direction so it goes in the same direction. Can you see it trims it off? That's with the default 25. What we actually wanted was 35 on there. That's the distance for the 35, and we've now got a little lug thereabouts. Click on the tick, and there we go. We've got that so that that assembles together quite nicely. Right click in space, left click on isometric, we can see our model. And that's it for this tutorial. It was just about creating that join so that we could assemble those two parts. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.